Low Cobra, Cobra, Forrest Yoga Up Dog, Up Dog. So there's a lot of stages that we're playing with today. Sweet back strengtheners. Practice each stage for a while before moving on to the next. To set up for Low Cobra, elbows are under shoulders, forearms parallel. Legs are as close together as you can get them comfortably, and pubic bone is pressed down. It stays connected. On inhale, lift elbows. They stay bent. Pull heart forward, squeeze elbows towards each other, and slide shoulders down the back. Inhale, telescope ribs forward, lengthening the spine. And as you exhale, slide shoulders down the back and squeeze elbows towards each other. And you continue to work this way. Pubic bone pressed down, tailbone lengthening back. Inhale, feel that connection of pubic bone down as you telescope ribs more forward. Low ribs, mid ribs, upper ribs, the ribs that crawl behind the collarbone, they all reach forward. And as you exhale, shoulders slide down into the back muscles. To come out of the pose, shoulders stay sliding down the back, elbows widen to come down. For some reason, I turned my head to the right and put my right hand on low back, but really you should turn the head to one direction and put the other hand on low back. Setting up for Cobra, the hands come closer to the body, so maybe in alignment with shoulders or next to the breastbone. And the elbows lift again. Pubic bone stays rooted into the ground. And as you inhale, telescope ribs forward. And as you exhale, slide shoulders down the back. So you will end up coming up a little bit higher in this one, but pubic bone stays down and shoulders stay down into the back as you draw the collarbone and ribs forward. Inhale, feel for pressing the backs of the legs down and tops of feet into the ground. I have to be fairly warm to come into this pose. I've done abdominals, I've come into Low Cobra for a few rounds, so don't rush into this one. Find out if it's okay to come into it or else it'll dump right into the low back. To come out of the pose, come down, but keep shoulders away from head and away from floor. Once you come down, take a few deep breaths into the low back. I'm just feeling the energy there. These next two poses require deep core connection, so don't do them if you're new to this. Start with Low Cobra. In all of these poses, we work with the elbows bent. So we're working with the upper back, the chest muscles, and the core, taking weight off of the elbows and the wrists. Coming into Up Dog, Forrest Yoga style. Hands come under shoulders and lift the body up, keeping the knees, shins, and tops of the feet down. Lengthen through the neck, so maybe not looking up or down, but feeling for the front discs having as much space as the back discs in the neck, and keeping shoulders into back. Inhale, telescope the ribs forward, and as you exhale, lengthen tailbone down. Classic Up Dog. Now the knees come up, super strong pose. Squeeze the legs together, still on tops of feet, elbows are bent. Inhale, shoulders slide into back, telescope ribs way forward. And as you exhale, lengthen tailbone down until you feel the abs light up and feel that power in the pose. Come out of the pose, keep tailbone tucked, and slowly knees down and come down pubic bone and chest at the same time. And take a couple breaths on belly. I mean, sometimes that pose is a lot. These are magnificent poses for helping the back to stay strong, spine to stay supported, but do them in order. Work with Low Cobras for a while. When you feel stronger, then you work with medium cobras or cobras, and then Forrest Yoga Up Dog, and then Up Dog. For my folks working with back stuff, fragility, etc., come to my Back in Action workshop, March 10th at Symmetry Yoga in Alameda.